Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D. Last time we disregarded a princess's cry for help and went fishing. Figures. This time though, we're finally going to do something about Lord Jabu here and get him to open his mouth. I mentioned last time that you need fish for this, so either catch one when you can, or if you really got the money for it, buy it in the shop. Shut up, Navi, we're doing something. This time is how you do it. Drop a fish directly in front of him. As I mentioned, it sure does look delicious. And he'll open his mouth. So happy to see fish. Except he's also giving the fish the suck. And us! Oh god. That was not part of the plan. Or was it? Inside Jabu's belly is a dungeon. Oh, Jesus. This place is kind of notorious as being like the hardest part of Young Link so far, without question, and I can agree. You can't actually leave the dungeon, it doesn't look like you can, but if you just approach his teeth and dodge roll, he'll let you out. He's quite a nice giant fish creature, and he'll actually open his mouth for you anytime you want to go back in. Very nice of him. For now, though, let's head forward, because we got a lot of things we got to deal with, like Octoroks. You can use your shield to knock their rocks right back at them, and they will instantly kill them. They're not the smartest creatures in the world. We also got these things. Shabombs, aka bubbles. Be careful not to touch it. You can just shoot these with your slingshot, and it does nothing. But hit them with their sword and they'll die immediately. Ow. These things are a bit dangerous in that they are bigger than they seem, so watch out. You'll notice, though, you got a uvula up there. And the door up there, if you can call it that, is blocked by something. Shoot the uvula, and the weird formation goes away. Yes, this is actually literally a dungeon. But more importantly, we have these things. Beery. If you touch it, you'll be electrocuted. These jellyfish are a pain in the ass. Because while you can kill them, they will electrocute you if you attack them. Stay away from them. Got some boxes. I guess we can break these for some hearts. But there's not really much else that we can do around here. You'll notice the map, if you look at it very closely. It does seem to indicate that there's other paths here, but the only path that we can see is either this platform that's dropping down and up, or that path over there. We can't really reach that right now, so we're gonna come back later. For now, head this way. And you'll find, tentacle? Ugh. But you'll also spot this. Oh god, it's hideous! Nope, wait, nope, that's the princess. You! Who are you? I am Ruto, princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father's worried about me. I don't care! Anyway, I can't go home right now. And you, get out of here, understood? Oh no! Well, good riddance. I know that she's supposed to be a kid, but man, young Princess Ruto is kind of a bitch. Ow! For now, though, we do, unfortunately, if we want to progress, have to chase her, so fall down the hole after her. Well, you'll notice, this place is swarming with beeries, so you really got to be careful where you stand. And there's also got that weird green tentacle. But you'll notice, there's also just a gold skulltula on the wall there. 2 of them, in fact. We'll actually be able to get them this time, though, which is quite nice. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away! I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu's very strange today. There's electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... But... That's none of your business. Anyway. You, go home now. Understand? Yeah, she's not really exactly thrilled to see you, so let's just ignore her. What now, Navi? Oh yeah, because I locked onto the bubbles. Shabombs, as I mentioned, not really a threat. But unfortunately, the moment you try and really get away from her, you run into some complications. There's this gold skulltula here you can shoot. But you'll very quickly notice a couple things. Firstly, the shark fin in the water, which belongs to a stinger. Destroy before it flies into you. But we can't climb the wall to get the gold skulltula. We do have this button here, though, that if you stand on it, makes water appear. which is nice and lets us get this. Another token for us. Water receding after that, after a short amount of time. Pop the bubbles. Like, there's a lot of things around here. This place is a very strange, just arrangement of stuff, and just bubbles everywhere. It's almost like Lord Jabu Jabu is sick or something. And you'll notice that we're up here now. Or should I say below here, because if you look carefully, this is where we saw that platform descending to earlier. But there's not really much we can do here. I actually don't recommend that we do this at all, so we're actually going to take the platform and head back up. Because ultimately, our actual goal is a fair bit different. Let's see if we can just float back up here. Thank you. What we really want to do is go back and see Princess Ruto. As much of a bitch as she is kind of important to us for what we're trying to do. So fall down here and talk to her again. You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You better believe me. So behold, an escort mission where you gotta carry the princess everywhere. I'm not kidding. This is kind of ridiculous, but Ocarina of Time's always been a little bit ridiculous. Now, there are places we can go with Ruto, but ow. There's not many options. There's this giant-ass thing. I'm gonna call it tongue. Just kind of flailing wildly, and I don't trust that we can touch it safely, so we're just gonna leave. We don't really have much in the way of options to move Ruto. We can throw her on top of things, but that's about it. For now, we actually want to progress to the pathway that we just came from, though. She's not gonna bother moving on her own unless we do something about it, so we have to be the ones to, you know, get things going. I know a lot of people... Also, yeah, this. If you leave her far enough away and go through a door without her, she will eventually go back to where she was and stand there and get annoyed at you. How inconsiderate! How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one. Take responsibility. Shut up, you. Yeah, she'll just kind of throw a tantrum if you leave her alone. The funny thing, though, you can use her as an attack. Because you can just straight up throw her at the shabombs, and it will count for damage if you manage to hit them. Also, you can make her make noises if she hits the ceiling, which is kind of funny. But yeah, she will make the shabombs pop, which is really funny. The stingers we're just going to ignore, and we're going to throw Ruto up here. Let's make that door water level rise real fast. Alright. Pick you back up. Ruto will also get kind of annoyed if you make her fall in the water. She'll leave and go back to where she was. So try to avoid doing that as best as you can. Pop that zit, or I guess, strike that uvula. Ugh. Navi, I don't need your help. Now we just wait for that platform to appear. Don't throw Ruto in the water, as tempting as it may be. She will respawn back at that platform down there. And that's not what we need her for. I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna bother, actually. I'm just gonna not deal with you. Get close enough to Octoroks and they will just, like, hide under the water in a panic. So if you can just avoid their attacks and get close, they're not a problem. Let's see... Perfect. Over this way. The thing you really need Ruto for is actually the main path up here. Ooh, sorry. Got a bit of a tickle in my throat. But yeah, keep moving, and be careful where you stand, because those things. This thing, if I remember correctly, what are you? Is a berry. If you touch it, you'll be electrocuted. Once again, electric jellyfish, stay away from them. Go through this way. This is where you actually want to proceed. And you'll also notice we got these things here that we're just going to identify as, what are you? Tailsparron. Tailpasaran? Tailpasaran. Its tail is its weak point. But it also electrocutes you. Just a lot of electricity-based enemies, so stay away from them. Take it right here at this junction and go over this way. You'll find this switch. Doesn't look like you can press down on it with your weight alone. Well, luckily we got the princess's weight to help, which opens the door for us. Head through here, and let's set her down for now right here. Because we also got these things. We got more stingers to deal with. You can shoot these things with your slingshot, which is very helpful. Otherwise, you gotta wait for them to come down. I kind of wish you could just slap them out of the ground because they were clearly exposing their weak point that way, but I guess that's not how this game works. There we go. And last one. Nice. Once all three are dead, though, we get a chest. Now you're probably thinking, oh, sweet, is this the dungeon map? Well, you're about to find out. It ain't no map that I've ever seen. You found the boomerang. Use the buttons to throw it. You can even attack distant enemies with it. This is the best item that we have right now. Better than bombs. Not kidding. Pick up Ruto. Let's get moving so I can demonstrate this. The boomerang is your best attack because it is a ranged attack that also deals with electrified enemies. Watch out for that. Avoid the electrified tentacles for now, and I can actually demonstrate this. Also, I forgot to mention the wavy lines on the floor actually do indicate that they're moving. Pull out your boomerang, and it can actually dispose of the electrified enemies in one hit. And it can retrieve distant items. So yes, this thing not only has damage output, but it also has extremely good utility. No more just relying on the slingshot, and it's also stronger than the slingshot anyway. Another electrified path. Let's stand on this. That opens the door. Nice. Except it closes it. What we really need to do is put Ruto on the... Ruto. Alright, fine. Then you're gonna be uncooperative? Then sure. I guess we can do this the old-fashioned way. Now hold still and don't move like the good deadweight you are. I'll be right back. Ultimately, you wind up running into this thing. The Parasite Tentacle. It seems that the narrow point is its weak point. You need a particular item to destroy it. This thing is indestructible to you if you do not have the boomerang. You might as well just leave. Wait for it to come down, though. By getting close, at least. And use your boomerang to damage it. Boomerang is vital to explore this dungeon. Otherwise, you are going to get either lost or stuck. And with enough hits, we can destroy this tentacle. Gross. But it is worth it to destroy it because not only do we get ourselves a chest for our troubles, but said chest manages to contain for us something that we've been missing. The map! Oh, that's better. Now I can see things. Ow. So yes, that of all things is where the map was hiding. Hi, Ruto. Yeah, yep. Shut your face. The other important thing about destroying those tentacles, though, is that it opens pathways for us. The red slimy thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. Will that work with the other ones, too? Probably. We have seen a green tail, so that's something we could try and dispose of. But we also got some shabombs right here with a time limit. You could boomerang to take care of these things as well, but I think the sword is just fine for dealing with them. Just be careful that you don't run at them with your face. They do drop hearts as well, so it's not that big of an issue. I'm not entirely sure why there's a time limit in this room, but there is. Maybe it's just if you take too long, Jabu throws up or something. Ugh. But luckily for doing that, we get ourselves another chest, which naturally will contain the compass. I mean, clearly it does. It's the only other big chest that we've ever seen. And we already got the map and the dungeon item, so... yeah. Quite nice for us. You'll also notice that the boss of this area is actually on the first floor. But if you look at the map, let's zoom out that feed a little bit. You'll notice there's only 2 floors. This place doesn't seem like it would be that small, but it is also pretty disgusting, so I'm glad it's only 2 floors. I always thought that Jabu was at least 3 floors. I don't know why it's only 2. It's kind of weird that, like, of all places, the Deku Tree has the most floors of any area. That's a blue tentacle. We don't have a way forward with that, so I guess we're gonna have to head this way. Here we go. Looks like we got another thing we can destroy. Yep, that's a blue tentacle. Yeah, Deku Seeds do nothing against this, so just focus with your boomerang in order to actually hurt these things. And they also only reveal their weak spot when you get close to it, so be careful. One more. Thank you. You. Disgusting. Luckily, not that big of an issue, though, and we can actually continue ourselves onwards. Alright, let's take it right here. Because now that that blue tentacle is gone, that means that the electrified blue path is actually open to us. So if we head forward, we should find the green tentacle, as well as some Beery. These things cannot handle the boomerang. It will always kill them in one hit. Like I said, boomerang is your best friend for this dungeon. Ow. And it's just a good item in general, so I highly recommend just managing to grab it as soon as you can. Ow! Jesus. That tentacle came to play today. Hold still. That's 2. Couple more hits how to do this. I suppose while we're doing this, I could also mention, if anyone else has been keeping up with Tears of the Kingdom stuff, because that game's been out for a while, how are you guys liking the game? I'm really enjoying it, because it just feels like a borderline triplication of Breath of the Wild, and I already enjoy Breath of the Wild, but the amount of crazy things you can do in Tears is absolutely nuts. But just, I don't know, man, there's some really good games coming out, like, recently, or just soon. At the time of this recording, Street Fighter 6 is not out yet, but they've been doing the last open beta, and my god, I am just so pumped for that game. It looks fantastic. Oh god. Okay, Bari... Where did it go? There it is. We can actually hit this with the boomerang, and it will turn it blue. Now, if you destroy a Bari, it splits into 3 Beery. Keep that in mind. It is not a safe thing to attack, but we can if we're careful. For now, we actually want to drop over here. Oh god. Okay, this is a problem. We need to refocus. Get Ruto and go down this hole on the far left. This is where we want to be. Drop her right here, and let's get those Skulltulas. Thanks to the power of the boomerang, we can in fact destroy them and get their tokens. Because boomerang returns distant items to you. It only does the same amount of damage as the, I suppose it does do the same amount of damage as the same shot. But it is a better tool for dealing with certain things. There we go. Now head down this pathway, because we actually haven't gone this direction yet. That's it! That's what I've been looking for! Throw me up there! Onto the platform! Well, if you insist. Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone! But why Princess Ruto? Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu swallowed it. While it was feeding me, suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So take me home right now. Alright, well, if you insist, lady. Uh-oh. I didn't do it. Yeah! What is this? An octopus? Oh god. That ain't no octopus I've ever seen, but that's a mollusk for sure. This thing is... the Big Octo. Attack it from behind. We are stuck in this arena, and that platform in the middle will keep spinning. It is spiked, so we cannot easily approach. Oh god. This guy will easily turn and chase you down whichever direction you go. Your only real option? Use the boomerang. Because it will expose his butt. Sometimes he will turn around after landing a successful attack on you, but it's not worth it to take the damage. You can stun him with the boomerang quite easily. Oh god. Hey, get back here, you. You can also, if you're willing to risk it, run straight into the spikes. That's a good strike to his butt. I wasn't intending to let him hurt me like that, but still. Uh-oh. Okay, man, he's moving slower than I thought he was. Let's see if we can actually get over there and hurt him. No, he's moving faster now. Crap. This can actually be a pretty tricky mid-boss your first time fighting it. Let's see if we can't chase him down, though. Come on. Hold still. Now, be careful when trying to use the boomerang, because if you're not locked onto a target, Link will just kind of stare straight ahead when he throws it, which is not the best strategy. There we go. Okay. Slice! And also, the platform spinning spikes only apply to when the big octo's moving. But a few good jump slashes, and you can do them in. Nice. What is it, Navi? Oh, God damn it, no! I am not tired. That's not helpful of you. Well, let's go up and see if we can find out where the hell Ruto went. And she's gone. God damn it. Ugh, useless. Well, I suppose we could continue. We still gotta find her anyway, because I'm pretty sure King Zora would be quite mad if we just told her that she got further eaten. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get the Spiritual Stone of Water without her anyway. Ooh, fairy. We already got a fairy in a bottle, so I don't need this, but full health is appreciated. Though, as you probably guessed, given that we're getting full health, the boss is very close. Well, we've been in this room before. We got these giant-ass tongues. What you want to do, throw your boomerang at them, and it stuns them. We actually haven't been in this exact room before, but it has been the thing that's, we did see something similar to this. Alright, now we can head over this way. And you'll notice we're actually, if you carry closely, we're above where everything else was. So if we jump over here, we push this down. There is, I believe, one other thing we can get down here at the very bottom. Where if you go over this side, you find yourself a Deku Scrub. How the hell he got in here, I have no idea, but I should probably put him out of his misery and get him out of here. Deku Nuts, no thanks. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that guy's doing in there, but more power to him, I guess. Maybe he gets good business in here. Ugh. I don't want to imagine what kind of people are doing business with a Deku Scrub inside of a giant fish's belly. That's just disgusting. For now, though, let's head back up. Sorry about that, I had to step away for just a moment. But anyways, this is the pathway forward, and you'll notice it's another blue button. So if we stand on it, the door opens, but it closes immediately if we try and get off it. We need some dead weight, but luckily for us, Jabu swallowed some boxes that we've seen. So you can actually bring this over and use it instead. Surprised these boxes have the same level of dead weight that Princess Ruto did, but what can you do? I guess she's about as useful as a cardboard box. Well, I guess this is a wooden crate, but still. Over on this side, this place is actually kind of freaky. There's a lot of berries around here. Let's try and just avoid them as best we can. Berries don't really bother you unless you approach them first, so be careful. You may also notice that you can hear the sounds of a gold Skulltula. There is one close by, so we should be able to grab that real fast. Not sure where exactly it is, though. Also, if you throw your fucking boomerang into Jabu, it makes a squish sound, which is gross. Where is this thing? This is obviously close by, but I can't tell where. Oh, wait. There you are. I figured. Other side. Aim up high. Shoot it twice. Boomerang. And that's it. That's every gold Skulltula in this dungeon. Yes, this is the first dungeon we've actually been able to get all the gold Skulltulas in on our first try. Ugh. But more importantly, you'll notice there's another switch here. Which, if you try and, you know, slingshot, does nothing. Boomerang, on the other hand, does something. Oh god, drop down. Let's see if we can get out of here. And unfortunately, we're at the boss. I hope you're ready. Because there's a jellyfish! No, it's really not. It's actually a whole lot of jellyfish. With 3 tentacles. Or at least it would be. Bioelectric anemone. Baronade. Yes, a berry boss. This thing is crazy. Baronade. Many parasitic jellyfish swarm around this monster. Aim for its body protected by jellyfish. Your job is to separate the tentacles that are holding it to the ceiling. Avoid the electric blasts. They deal a lot of damage. But with the boomerang, you can very easily damage this thing. I did not mean to hit the green one. I'm trying to hit the blue. Thank you. Oh, God. This boss can be dangerous your first time playing because electric attacks are very powerful. But one more tentacle, and that's that. We knock him off, and he starts spinning. These jellyfish are quite crazy. Oh, God. But you might notice we can still lock onto him. Eventually, he will actually stop that and have to recharge. This is your opportunity to attack the jellyfish. Because as you remember, jellyfish, when they turn blue, are vulnerable to your sword attacks. Ow. Oh, God. This is easily the hardest boss of the 3 that we've seen so far, so be careful. If you need to, you can use your boomerang to try and adjust. The jellyfish around him will eventually slow down as well, which is nice, but be careful. They will just kind of spin wildly after a while. Case in point, these things are a pain in the ass. Hit that one, and hit that one. And by doing so, you make him start spinning and moving himself. He's got another layer of protective jellyfish, but you throw your boomerang at it. It might not do something at first, but keep at it, and eventually you'll be able to get in. Exposing him so you can attack the other jellyfish. If you're very fast, you can destroy them all in one cycle, but you'll get sent flying. Luckily, there are hearts around the arena, so use them when you can. Now that he's got no jellyfish protecting him, though, throw your boomerang, and you can easily jump slash him. Hit him a few times to get him to recede, and he will start firing at you for protection. Luckily, some good old-fashioned sidesteps can easily avoid these attacks. No other attacks really hurt this guy aside from boomerang and the sword, so keep that in mind. 2 good sword slashes will actually just force him to defend himself, so keep that in mind as well. And don't try and use the high lane shield in this fight. It's not worth it. Really, none of your shields are, because they don't protect you from electricity. Boomerang again. Nope, just missed. Got him that time, though. Jump! And that's it. Ew. Ew. And that's Baronade. Which gets us another heart container. Man, we're already up to 8 heart containers? That's wild. And wouldn't you know it, we finally found her too. What's up, girl? You're late! What took you so long? You're useless! I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Baka! I love that bit. You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. I want that spiritual stone. Nothing really. Don't be shy. I can tell what you're thinking. My mother gave it to me and said I should give it to the one man who should be my husband. You might call it the Zora engagement ring. All right. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire. I said I didn't want it. This is not an engagement. I did not consent. You obtain Zora's sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession? You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Confirmation, Link does not know what marriage is. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Don't tell my father. How about we just never speak of this again, okay, Ruto? We'll call it a draw. But yes, that is all 3 spiritual stones for us. If you look very closely on the main menu at the bottom, that's all 3. Excellent. I think it's time that we call it here, though. Next time, let's play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. We're not going to go see Princess Zelda. We got plenty of new things we can check out and explore. So until next time, ice out.